clerk treasurer Donna Toomer, and our counsel Perry McCall. We have an agenda. I do have 2 items that I need to add to the agenda that came in kind of late. We weren't sure would be available, and they are. So under new business, item E will be a bucket truck approval, purchase approval, and item F will be a adult kickball league petition. So I will entertain a motion to approve that agenda as amended.
I'll make that
Motion made by Arnie Thompson,
And I will second.
seconded by Gwen Moser. Any other additions to the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor of approval, say aye.
motion. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. We have our standing business before us, which is our approval or correction of our prior meeting minutes from August 17th, our current claims and our payroll allowance docket from August 14th to September 4th. Entertain a motion to approve as provided.
I will make that motion.
Motion made by Gwen Moser,
I'll second.
seconded by Arnie Thompson. Questions about any of those items?
I don't have any.
Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's unanimous. Public, I don't see any faces I don't recognize for public comment. Old business, any update on the sweeper agreement, Perry?
No feedback.
All right, so we'll just continue to let that hold until we hear from them. Sometimes that can take a minute,
We're
so.
going to buy a broom.
We're gonna buy a broom. Are you gonna be the one to go out there and sweep the street with the broom?
I'm gonna try to learn how to fly on it.
We'll let you take on that task.
I'll do that.
Our new business, I think Tubby Purcell has a couple of signs to present for us, sign approvals.
How we doing, guys?
Good morning.
Morning. We've got on Second Street, they've been asked for an Alzheimer's autism sign for some kids on Second
I
Street.
need Alzheimer's on mine.
Your neighborhood has already got it.
That's not my street.
So when
we
we,
approve.
when we have those requests, we usually ask that the family member that's requesting the sign send in a request through email or in writing, just confirming that they would like the sign, since it does deal with medical condition. And we have received that, and it's documented, so we just need the board's approval to install that sign on Second Street. You already have the signs, correct?
Yes, everything's in order to put them up, I just have to wait for the board to approve.
So do I have a motion to approve the autistic child area sign for Second Street?
I'll make that motion.
Ernie Thompson makes the motion,
I'll second.
seconded by Gwen Moser. Any questions on that? All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, then the second thing is, we're wanting to turn Main Cross and Main into a 4-way stop instead of a 3-way. We put a bump out for the sign.
I thought you'd done that just so I'd run over it.
We do need to get that painted.
Well, I've got some comments sitting on it. But for safety wise, I've seen almost many wrecks there. Then we also took out the curb on City Hall side, because everybody kept jumping it.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that
which
should,
is a much
Yeah.
needed improvement.
so that should take care of, hopefully, any accident.
Do we need to advertise that sign? The
We'll
new
put it
four-way
on
stop?
Facebook.
I don't think, I just think you need, like we talked about last time, when you're changing speed limits or changing those type of things, you need to generally codify that somehow.
Okay.
Because if you're going to enforce an ordinance that ran a stop sign, you need to be able to refer to the ordinance that was.
Okay.
Usually what they've done in the past is advertise it to, on the leader, and then put it on Facebook. And what we've done before is put a reader board like we did out on Tom Mill.
To let people know that it's changing.
But we'll just put a sign out, stop ahead, right there in the parking spot for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And just make it more visible.
Okay.
I already painted the whole orange.
We are. We're not gonna paint the curb orange, or yellow, safety yellow.
I'm saying that'll be a shock to them.
So yeah, we need to make sure we get that curb painted, and then also the new, on the side of City Hall needs to be
Right.
painted as well. So do I have a motion to approve the new 4-way stop at Main and Main Cross?
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Gwen Moser,
I'll second.
seconded by Ernie Thompson. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? It's unanimous.
All right.
Perry, is that something that you can, that you and Tony can work on, or something to get that draft, or what that needs to look like, so we can get that to the council in the next couple of months? And
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Get that
I
approved.
think when Chief was here, he was talking about the other things that we're gonna take a look at.
Yeah.
And maybe we can do them all in one.
Okay. Because we also, at one point, I know we're talking about some standard ordinance or decision-making process by which we limit parking on a street. in these small cul-de-sacs where it's hard for people to,
Right.
you know, for our emergency vehicles to come, or making it one side only parking, those kinds of things. I'd like to make sure that we're getting that consistent so that we can address some of those problem areas.
Okay.
Tony, I think you've got the Ashley Springs, or who has the Ashley Springs subdivision acceptance?
Yes. Yeah, Ashley Springs subdivision 2, section 2 has approached us with a request to have us approve their, being brought into the city where we would maintain the streets and do snow plowing, things like that. We've had our guys go out and check it, and they made the repairs. There was an issue about some drainage, but we've determined that, you know, we'd ultimately be responsible anyway. So they're just asking us if we would accept Ashley Springs 2 into the city streets.
And Perry, you've reviewed this.
I've been back and forth with Alan Applegate about that issue, and I think we passed it on to Tony. He took a look, and then a little more dialogue, and this is where we're at today, so yes.
So we need a motion to approve the formal acceptance of Ashley Springs subdivision into city
The
responsibility.
streets and all
Yeah.
are okay, not something we're gonna have to spend money on.
No, they completed the streets, they repaved, they had a couple of spots that they went and redid.
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
I have a motion from Mayor Thompson,
I'll second.
second by Gwen Mosher. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Yes.
I'll let them
And then you
start.
may as well stay there because you have the next two.
Hang on.
We've had a couple of equipment issues that have come up, that are essential equipment for, our labor crews. One is a utility trailer for our parks department, where the trailer they were using, literally the axle broke in half. So we had to have a replacement trailer. And then the second one was the item I added, a bucket truck, a new bucket truck. And the bucket truck is the one that we use to replace light bulbs along all our streets, to put up the banners and just overall round, you know, we also use it at Christmas, things like that.
That's a major piece of equipment in our arsenal.
It is. The utility trailer, where are we with, what did we?
Yeah, the utility trailer from Big Tex, we'd actually looked around to try to find one, and they gave us a really good deal for $5,026. We get a 20-foot new Big Tex trailer, a Z71. So,
And there weren't anything comparable in anyone else that you
no,
looked at?
they're just giving us a pretty good discount because of our city.
Okay. And I believe that the funds to pay for that were coming out of the Parks Revenue Fund, because it's primarily, this trailer is used for parks
It's the parks
maintenance.
trailer. That's what you use mostly for hauling the tree lawnmowers on. That's why the other one it was actually broke on the frame and it would bounce. And they fixed it and fixed it and fixed it. And they got it fixed now, but I just don't trust it on the road. We'll use it, we'll keep it and use it for Christmas, for hauling lights and stuff for Christmas, but
What was that amount again?
$5,026.
5,026. So I need a motion to approve the purchase of the utility trailer from Big
Tex.
Tex for $5,026.
We will make,
Somebody.
get you the trailer.
Apparently we need coffee too. All right, who's gonna make the motion?
I don't wanna pull a trailer, I wanna make the motion to get Tony a ladder, so,
Big ladder.
big ladder.
We have to have one with a 500-pound limit on it.
Well, I can use it then too.
Yeah.
I'll second the motion.
All right, so I got a motion from Ernie Thompson and a second from Gwen Mosher. I'll just look at each other and nod. That doesn't mean no good at keeping record here. All right, any other questions about the utility trailer? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so utility trailer's done, and then now you want to talk us through the bucket truck?
Yeah, like I said, our bucket truck is one of the number one items that we use all the time. We've had issues with it, where they've been kind of working with it, it's so safe. We had a cylinder go out, and it's $88,900 for that cylinder. We found out this morning that a pump went out, and it's probably gonna be about the same. So they were looking around, they actually, Burton's Truck Sales down in Memphis, where we bought this one from, they have a truck. I just spoke to the gentleman before I left. It was actually $15,900. Of course, we don't pay taxes. It's a 2005 on a 4500 truck body that has an online generator, and pretty much about what we need. We don't need anything
So
really.
now we're doing about the whole thing cheaper, we can fix the two items.
No, it'd be
About
about
the
the same.
same.
Yeah.
But we can make use of the existing, the
Yes,
truck that
that's-
we have is fine. It's just the bucket component that's not working. So they can actually, we were actually in need of another truck in the Parks Department. And so making the purchase helps because we can pull the bucket off of the existing truck and they
Right.
can use that as a utility truck in the department.
It actually served two purposes.
So what I'm gonna ask the board to do, because we just found out about this opportunity, Tony has not yet had a chance to go look at this truck and inspect it. So but because it is such a critical piece of equipment, I don't want us to have to wait 2 weeks for our next meeting to take action on this. So what I would like the board to do is give a motion that would approve the purchase of this truck up to $16,000. The funds would come from our EPIC fund, up to $16,000 pending the review, the satisfactory review of the vehicle. And then if it is, and further review of any additional, if there were other bids that were available. But I don't think there are, because y'all been looking on it.
I've seen a couple real quick online, and most of them are in Ohio, Michigan.
Yeah.
They might be pretty close to the price, but by the time you go up there and back,
So, we'll do it as an emergency purchase, if the truck checks out, and then we can just ratify it at the next meeting. Perry, does that sound acceptable to you? So that's what we're making the motion is approval of the purchase of the truck in the amount of up to $16,000, depending on the satisfactory review of the truck.
I'll make that motion.
I have that motion from Gwen Motion,
I'll second.
second by Ernie Thompson. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And that was Burton Truck
all right,
Sales.
for truck sales, Memphis.
So I'll let you go review that and,
Okay, I'll take Paul with me.
yeah, just if it's satisfactory. The only thing is, that because that's coming out of the EPIC fund, the
Mhm.
claim will go on the council's claim.
Okay,
I can read it in tonight. If you can check it out today,
Mhm.
verify the truck is something that we can purchase, I can read the claim in tonight, to the claims at the council meeting. Otherwise, it would have to wait for the next council meeting before the money will be available.
okay.
Yep.
All right.
And I think Carrie Prince has a presentation on a proposed adult kickball league.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we have came together and we are going to do a Charlestown Parks Fall Co-ed Kickball League. It will be 6 weeks. It'll be 5 weeks of actual games, and then that last week will be a tournament round. Each team can consist up to 20 players. So there is a charge. It's $150 per team or $15 for an individual. Individuals are, they can do that too if they want to, because one team only has 19, we can throw them on there. We're going to be doing this over at the Charlestown Little League Park. We're going to be using 2 of their fields. We'll have referees, and we have already talked to Perry. We are going to do a waiver. Even though we have insurance that covers like the park, we're going to have them sign a waiver that says that we are not responsible for anything if anything happens. Perry has checked that out this morning and said it is good to go. They will have until September 19th to register, and then our first game begins September 22nd. So all I'm asking for today is just to approve this so we can get started and start posting for the kickball league.
Have we verified with Little League schedule that they're not using the fields at that time?
We have looked at their online, Chuck has like an online thing, and there is nothing going on those Thursdays. We have reached out to him several times through emails and nothing back, but
Okay. Just don't wanna, since they're leasing.
yeah, we
first,
did.
interfere
We looked
with
at this
their
online, he has nothing. They're done with their Little League now. The only thing that they have is travel ball, but it's on the weekends, and we're not
They're not
using the
doing fall
weekends.
ball this season?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll need to make sure we touch base again with them if we.
We're gonna call him as soon as we get done here.
Perfect. All right, so I need a motion to approve the running of the adult kickball league.
I'll make that motion.
A motion by Ernie Thompson,
Second.
second by Gwen Moser. Questions for Carrie?
Can we go ahead and sign you up, Ernie?
I'm too-
All in favor, say aye.
They got a weight limit?
Do you approve as well?
Yes.
All right, we're unanimous on that. Good luck.
Thank you.
Further, so you could.
I don't have any other business before the board, just a update. We've got, of course, events continuing to go. The splash pad is officially closed for the season as of Labor Day, a good season. And the floor seem to be a welcome addition to the space. This is the protected floor that we had agreed to put down and finally got that installed. Right. Community Days is coming up next week, believe it or not. And then don't forget, this weekend is, or Thursday is the pep rally here for our high school homecoming football game. Thursday, the parade starts at 5. We'll have the pep rally on the square following the parade, and then the game is Friday. So we'll make sure we come out and support our Pirate football
Got
team.
that curb painted before Thursday.
Yeah, I know, we need to get that curb painted pretty quick.
They'll run over that.
People run over it. Hope to see everybody out at all our events, and stay tuned to the Facebook page for other updates. Anything else from legal? We're good? Donnie, anything else from us? Got our signatures?
Got everything, thank
All right, we're good to go. And motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Got it from Ray Thompson.
I'll second.
Seconded by Gwen Moser. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you so much.